Welcome back to San Antonio Living. You are seeing pictures of people who have changed their lives. And these aren't people from around the country. They're people who live right here in San Antonio. And they've adopted a wellness program that we've been talking about here on San Antonio Living for many months. It's UC4LIFE, Under Construction for Life. And Dr. Jacob Torres is joining us this morning to tell us a little bit more. So good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you.
I love looking at those pictures because
Right.
I've actually met almost
Right.
every single person
Exactly.
in those pictures. They are from here. They're regular people
Right.
who have dedicated themselves to getting off their medications,
Right.
to losing weight,
Right.
to feeling better, to get rid of pain. And yes, it's hard, but after speaking with them and
Right.
hearing how happy they are,
Right.
how good they feel, I mean, this is something that I love talking about on
Right.
this show. So holidays are here.
Right.
That means extra pounds. It means inflammation.
Right.
And inflammation makes us not feel good.
Right.
So what gives me the inflammation? What causes it?
So here's the way inflammation works. So first of all, you're absolutely right. This is the toughest time of the year. Between Thanksgiving and Christmas, people are going to gain between 7 and 10 pounds.
Ugh.
And what that means for us is inflammatory markers are going to be abundant in our system because our bodies naturally have inflammatory markers. So that's kind of where this flip chart comes into play. We have the handy flip chart back on the side.
I love the flip chart.
So if we look at inflammation in general, so we look at the causes of inflammation. We have enriched foods. We have high sugar. So of course we have a lot of the foods, a lot of the sweets that are being passed around the table for Thanksgiving or for Christmas. Yes,
sugars,
breads. Yes,
pastries,
yes.
Christmas
and
cookies.
here's the thing: is that the great thing that I really wanted to cover today was these are what cause inflammation, but here are the things that we can do to combat that inflammation. Okay. So inflammation here, we have a couple different markers here. We have interleukin markers. So these are going to be inflammatory biomarkers in our system. So Shelly, in your system right now, you have these markers that are constantly floating around, sensing something abnormal, something different. Okay. So we get pain or some kind of off balance or imbalance within our system that sends a message to our thalamus, which is located in our brain. This guy's like a traffic controller. It receives all the information, sends it to the brain, which eventually will lead to a sensation or some kind of response, which is going to be swelling, or it can be pain, can be diabetes going out of control. That means high cholesterol, because all this is some kind of an alarm going off. And unfortunately, many times when it's just like a smoke detector in our body.
Sure.
That smoke detector goes off. Many times people will take a medication, which is like taking the battery out of the smoke detector. And what we want to do, we want to show people how to reverse that. So luckily for us, there are some great things that people should be doing every day, especially during the holidays, to be able to fight inflammation.
So what are those things?
One thing is vitamin D. Everyone should
be
be consuming at least 2,000 international units of vitamin D, because if not, they're setting themselves up for inflammation. And because it is so cold outside, then we're not getting sufficient amount of sunlight, so therefore vitamin D will be low.
So take vitamin D is step number one.
That's right. Second thing is going to be probiotics. Everyone should be taking a probiotic. And I know a lot of people always ask, what should they be taking? What kind of probiotic? Go to your local store or go to our website, and you can easily see a couple different probiotics, but you want the one that has the highest number that you can think of. Many of them say 5 million, 10 million.
Go down that little health food aisle.
Go down that health food aisle.
I avoid it like the plague.
That's
but
right.
There's some good stuff in there.
That's right, yes. Everyone should be on vitamin D, probiotics, and the last thing, they need to make sure that they are consuming fish oil.
Fish oil.
Fish oil and krill oil is going to be the best type of fish oil that they can find. All of that is going to help keep this process under control that is naturally occurring, but always gets exacerbated during this time of the year.
So here's the deal. This is just going to help you get through the holidays.
Right, exactly.
When you are ready to change your life, let's talk about your program, because 6 weeks to wellness is really all that it takes. And if you think about that, that's 1 month and 2 weeks. Anyone can do that.
42 days. You know, everyone knows historically that 21 days is basically what it takes for us to break bad habits. 42 days is what we need, so that way we can create a physiological change. So we call this the do your part. So people that are on prescriptions, people that are on or in line for a surgery or getting injections for testosterone or anything else, they cannot rely solely on that. So what we do is we take people by the hand and say, here's what you need to do so that way you can do your part in your own care. Because we all know that that's the solution to our healthcare epidemic today, and especially here in San Antonio, you know, and that's going to be the thing. We show them how to do it. We make it very easy. We work around their lifestyle. We work around their schedule. We work around their budget. We do work with health insurance. We do accept health savings accounts and flex savings accounts. So if people have met their deductible, because it is that time of the year, they need to give us a call.
So here's the deal. We want to don't wait till January. Get this taken care of now. Right. Get started so that when January 1st comes around, you're ready to go. Hit the ball running. The first 30 callers this morning are going to get a free wellness metabolic assessment, and that's going to get them on the right track,
yes,
right?
It's going to get us on the right track. We order the lab work from there, or else if people do have their own lab work already, bring it in with them. Okay. And for the first 30 callers, we are going to give them a copy of my book titled Why Do I Still Feel Sick, so we can give them the right tools, so that way even if they decide to wait till January for some reason, then what we will be able to do is at least get them on the right track so that way they know what they need to start doing.
All right. It is an amazing deal, guys, and just check it out. Find out everything you need to know. Call for that free wellness metabolic assessment, UC4LIFE Wellness Center. There are actually 3 locations now. One is on the north side. That's Madison Oak. There's one downtown on St. Mary's, and we've got another one in New Braunfels. You can get all the phone numbers at UC4LIFE.com. Call and mention San Antonio Living and make that appointment. All right, guys, don't go away.